Today I will be discussing the education system and how it connects us all as individuals. While there are several things that connect us as people, one of the many things includes education. While education is not available and easily accessible to all, which we certainly acknowledge, the global literacy rate for all people aged 15 and above is 86.3% as of 2024. Education is a form of connection that binds individuals together, and it aids in creating shared knowledge and understanding, promotion of social cohesion, empowerment, civic engagement and participation, and enhancing communication and exchange, all of which create global connectivity. While education can look very different for different people internationally, ultimately the difference doesn't matter. Let's take the University of Toronto, Mississauga as an example today. UTM is comprised of a very diverse student population that makes the school what it is, with students from all around the world with different academic backgrounds and even domestic students with unique academic experiences. UTM is seen as a point of connection for all, regardless of differences, which excellently exemplifies how education has connected us here today. Now let's take a look into the team's past education and academic experiences. To start off, my name is Victoria and I will be explaining my personal experience with education. I have lived in Mississauga my whole life and I've attended school in Mississauga my whole life as well. I have moved throughout schools and I have found a very similar experience with each. I started off at St. Matthew Elementary School. I learned a lot and I remember my experience very clearly. I had many memorable teachers that I will remember throughout my lifetime that made me enjoy the experience. I would attend class and be in the same classroom all day with 3 recesses. The school hosted many different events for the school, like a play day, French cafe, dance-a-thons, and many more fundraising events. We had a lot of guest speakers and visitors that also played a role in the experience. This was a Catholic school, so morning prayers would also take place every morning and at the end of the day. Now moving on to my high school experience. Once I hit 9th grade, I attended my elementary feeder school, which was St. Francis Xavier Secondary School. It was similar in the sense that it was a Catholic school, but my day was divided into 4 periods with a lunch break. The school was also a lot bigger, and I only attended the school for a week as it was a bit of a commute from home since I attended school in my grandparents' area of Mississauga. I then decided after a week to attend the high school that was near my home so that I could walk. Now, after St. Francis Xavier, I moved on to the next high school, which was St. Joan of Arc Secondary School. It was the same type of vibe as St. Francis Xavier, except I felt more comfortable in the environment as it was a bit smaller and easier to get around. I had structured courses that I had to choose throughout the years, which I chose according to my future university program plans. I loved being close to home, which is a reason why I started looking into UTM as my post-secondary choice. Now, I chose UTM because it was a close commute and I have gone to school in Mississauga my whole life, so it felt very familiar and comfortable. So far, my experience at UTM has been completely different than previous education experiences. I have more freedom in choosing programs and courses that I want, although it is a lot more stressful and it is hard work, but it is worth it as it gives me a sense of independence. I have a lot more free time to work, and I do find grading a lot more strict in university. Although it has been challenging at times, overall I've had a very simple education experience and an enjoyable one. I believe that living in Mississauga and attending school in Mississauga throughout my life has allowed my education experience to be very consistent and an enjoyable one.
Hi, my name is Lamita. Let me tell you a bit about my education. I attended Amman Academy in Amman, Jordan. Amman Academy is a private international school that follows and implements the IB International Baccalaureate program. I attended the school from preschool all the way up until grade 8, although the school enables students to attend from preschool all the way to grade 12. The academic atmosphere was very competitive, considering it followed the IB program. I was exposed to many different cultures through a number of international students. The school was very diverse, but the students still remained very accustomed to the Middle Eastern culture. Our learning was based on a lot of collaborative work, research, and application. All classes were taught in English aside from Arabic literature, which was a requirement for all considering it was the primary language, making most students there either bilingual or trilingual. School was essentially set up so when you leave to go abroad, you can acclimate to any learning environment. Later, after moving to Canada, I attended a Catholic high school in Oakville, Ontario, from grade 9 to 12, where I was able to use my IB skills to smoothly transition to a new system in a new country. And from there, I was able to attain and meet all requirements to enter U of T, which is where I am now.
Hello, my name is Rachel Bowie. I was born and raised in Mississauga, Ontario, which is also where I attended my very first school. I attended St. Martha and Mary Elementary School from kindergarten all the way up until grade 8. St. Martha and Mary was considered to be a very good elementary school and was quite difficult to even get a spot as a student there. It focused on preparing us for any high school that we would be attending, but most students went to the feeder school, including myself. I attended Philip Pocock Catholic Secondary School from grade 9 to grade 12. I took the university pathway rather than the college pathway. The university stream emphasized heavily on application skills rather than only focusing on knowledge of information. To do well, you could not only memorize material, but understand it enough to apply it to other situations or scenarios. Philip Pocock is the school that allowed me to learn to be able to go to the University of Toronto, Mississauga, where I am today.
Here are some additional perspectives and some different unique academic experiences.
My name is Hannah, and I went to an international school in Saudi Arabia. It was a lot more knowledge-based than it is research-based, and we had finals and midterms like from grade 2, starting from grade 2, we do like every year. And now I'm here at UTM.
My name is Katinka. I am a second year at UTM doing a double major in chemistry and mathematics. I did my high school in Hungary. I did a public high school, and I was in a class that was specialized in math and history. However, in my last 2 years of high school, instead of history, I switched to chemistry, and at the end of my high school, I did a high-level university entrance exam in mathematics, chemistry, and English.
Hi, so my name is Amizish. I'm an international student that goes to UTM now, and I'm in the Psych and Social program. My high school in Mozambique, so I went to an IB school, and it was a private school that taught in English. We have exams that are like dedicated to our standard levels and higher levels. After I was done with schooling there, I was able to apply with my IB results and went to UTM.
As you can see, despite all the differences in our educations, we still stand here at our connection point UTM as educated individuals awaiting what the future holds for each of us. Now, how does this tie back to EDS? Well, we can see the differences in education, programs, and experiences of several students, each who have faced their own challenges and obstacles throughout their educational journey. Despite that, each of us are here at the University of Toronto, Mississauga, which emphasizes how education is a global connector. Overall, education serves as a powerful catalyst for connection, fostering shared understanding, social cohesion, and personal growth among individuals and communities. In our case, UTM is what binds us and our past education